Avatar: The Way of Water is the sequel to the 2009 blockbuster movie Avatar, which was set on the fictional alien world of Pandora. The movie follows the story of Jake Sully, a former Marine who has been genetically modified to be able to survive on Pandora, as he becomes embroiled in a conflict between the indigenous Nausicaa people and a group of human colonizers who seek to exploit Pandora's resources. One of the main themes of Avatar: The Way of Water is the idea of respecting and preserving the natural world and the cultures of indigenous peoples. The Nausicaa are depicted as having a deep spiritual connection to Pandora and its natural environment, and they fiercely defend their land and way of life from the human colonizers. This theme is particularly relevant in the context of contemporary issues surrounding environmentalism and cultural preservation. Another theme in the movie is the idea of transcending the boundaries of our own physical bodies and connecting with other beings on a deeper level. Jake Sully is able to bond with a Pandora-dwelling creature called a Banshee, which allows him to fly and experience the world in a way that he never could before. This theme ties into the scientific concept of panpsychism, which is the idea that all matter, including non-biological entities, possess some form of consciousness or awareness. Speaking of science, let's talk about the concept of extraterrestrial worlds. An extraterrestrial world is a planet, moon, or other celestial body that orbits a star other than our own sun. There are billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy alone, and it is thought that many of these stars have planets orbiting around them. In fact, there are currently over 4,000 known exoplanets, planets that orbit stars outside of our solar system, and it is estimated that there could be tens of billions of exoplanets in the Milky Way alone. But what about the possibility of life on these extraterrestrial worlds? While we have not yet found definitive evidence of life beyond Earth, there are a number of factors that make it seem likely that life could exist on other planets. For example, many exoplanets have been found in the habitable zone of their star, which is the distance from the star at which liquid water can exist on the surface of the planet. Water is considered a key ingredient for life as we know it, so the presence of liquid water on a planet increases the likelihood of life being present. In addition to the possibility of water, there are other factors that could support the existence of life on other planets. For example, certain chemical compounds that are necessary for the building blocks of life, such as amino acids, have been found on other celestial bodies in our solar system, such as comets and meteorites. This suggests that the ingredients for life could be widespread throughout the universe. However, it's important to note that the conditions necessary for life as we know it may be rare, and it is possible that life on other planets may be very different from life on Earth. For example, life on other planets could be based on different chemical reactions or could exist in extreme environments, such as under the surface of a frozen moon or in the clouds of a gas giant. The search for extraterrestrial worlds and the potential for life on them is an active area of scientific research. There are a number of ways that scientists are able to detect exoplanets, including using telescopes to observe the light from a star as a planet passes in front of it, or by measuring the slight gravitational tug that a planet has on its star. Despite the many uncertainties and unknowns surrounding extraterrestrial life, the search for life beyond our own planet is an exciting and active area of scientific research. It has the potential to not only teach us more about the universe and our place in it, but also to inform our understanding of the origins and evolution of life on Earth. Although astronomers have not yet found life outside of our solar system, that day may not be too far off. The Alpha Centauri system might be worth exploring. The larger of the two Sun-like actual stars that comprise this extraterrestrial system, Alpha Centauri A, is the imagined sun of Pandora. In fact, the James Webb Space Telescope may soon enable astronomers to identify potentially habitable moons and investigate their atmospheres for vital elements necessary for life, such as oxygen and water vapor. Tropical rainforests dominate the majority of Pandora's continents in the movie Avatar: The Way of Water, indicating that the planet's mother must be quite close to the sun in order to benefit from its light. The majority of the extraterrestrial planets that have been found so far are gas giants that are incredibly near to their stars, contrary to what might have seemed improbable a few years ago. However, there could be several difficulties in living on a moon of a gas giant. Saturn's gravitational pull causes extraordinary tidal effects that may have once tore apart nascent moons to produce its rings, and that today can cause winds and volcanic eruptions on its moon Titan. Jupiter's moons are enclosed in a dense radiation belt of electrons and ions trapped in the planet's magnetic field. A naturally occurring resource known as unobtainium, which in the world of science fiction is a substance with physically inconceivable characteristics, is what attracts people to Pandora. The best-known superconductor, unobtainium, reportedly operates at ambient temperature. Mountains on Pandora, which appear to be laden with unobtainium, can float in the strong magnetic pockets that dot the moon's surface, just as real-world superconductors can do the same thing. Similar to how they would in real life, these magnetic fields can interfere with technology, as shown in the movies. In conclusion, Avatar: The Way of Water explores themes of environmentalism, cultural preservation, and the connection between beings, while also touching on the scientific concept of extraterrestrial worlds and the potential for life on them. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any further questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below.